Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar. This whole idea that obviously if Neve's making dinner at 7:30, what does that affect you? You live your life, Brendan.
Yeah, don't be letting Neve.
Your wife should never tell you when to come home.
I'll talk to you in a year.
Fuck me. Let me tighten up the big face on Ray there before we go any further.
Thanks.
Go back to
How's my hair?
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Did you get me the fancy lens yet?
Big sexy. No, why would I get you a fancy lens?
Because you got a fancy lens up behind the laptop there.
Yeah, do you know what, Ray? I might take out another loan. I'm buying lights, I'm buying laptops, I'm buying cameras, and you're saying, excuse me now for a sec, where's my fancy lens?
It's just you look nicer than I do.
But that's just general.
No, it's not. I can tell it's the fancy lens. I can look it over there now.
I could spend $3,000 on a lens for you, man.
Money dripping off it.
Huh? There's no more money dripping off that joke there. This thing here, that's a grand. You know what? That lens is more expensive than that lens.
Than that whole camera?
No, the lens on your camera is more expensive than the lens on my camera.
Well, it's shite.
Yeah, well, it just shows you. It's all about what the picture is.
Yeah, well, if you're on Patreon, folks, and you're giving us that $5 or perhaps a tenner a month, which we have to talk about. Can we talk about that incident at the weekend?
What?
Where the man felt guilt.
Oh, yeah, a gentleman by the name of Kev Reynolds.
Kev Reynolds. He works for the HSE.
He does work for the HSE. Big pound now to be thrown around the place.
He's on the big money and he's driving the Audi. And he must have got, I don't know, did he get visited by Scrooge or the Christmas spirits?
Really what happened was he thought he was giving us pound, realised he wasn't. And he thought that me and you sit here and look at who doesn't give us pound and give out about them.
Yeah.
We go through everyone who listens to the podcast and then down to the 50 people that are on Patreon, and then we go, Keith Reynolds is one of them as well. He doesn't.
Did he overthink?
Yeah, he overthought it. It wouldn't be like him now.
Yeah, he was kind of going, they're probably not talking. I haven't heard from Ray in so long, he probably thought. That's because I'm not giving him pound. So he transferred your paper money.
He did. He transferred me money and I transferred it to you, gentlemen.
And then we spent it on pints.
Yeah, you looked straight at adverts then as well. You were like, lovely. What's going on there now in the adverts? Are you finding it hard?
I'm done.
Are you finding it hard to not buy on adverts now that you're trying to get married? Yeah.
No, but it's not that. It's just, I've finally come to the realization I can't be spending money we don't have.
Okay, so
this is massive, I suppose, because I've spent my whole life spending money.
Yeah, I was going to say this isn't like a once-off thing. Like,
but it's money we don't have now. There's a we as opposed to an I.
That's a dirty dig now, Ray.
Can't tell you what to do.
No. We were just giving out to Brendan for giving his wife telling him what to do.
And my wife is not. My wife to be is not giving out and telling me what to do.
So, but what I'll say is that's a big one now when it becomes year money.
Oh yeah,
because that happens to me as well. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm dipping into Nicola's life savings really for something.
Something like no man's business.
I don't want to. Nicola had $300,000 in life savings, right? Mm-hmm. She never spent to pay. I have it all nearly gone. I have it all nearly gone.
They're lovely new lights you bought for us.
Yeah, they were about $250,000.
Are they gold? Are they gold clasps on the side? They seem to be.
Yeah, that's solid gold as well.
Yeah,
so like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The money I spend in this place, and you're like, "Where's my lens mark?" What the fuck? It's supposed to be 50-50 thing. 40-20 actually.
I'll buy a lens though.
Jesus Christ, buy a fucking lens. I know the lenses for them cameras are awful expensive.
Are they?
Well, I mean not awful expensive. Do you want to know what the video game's like? You could actually genuinely spend $4,000 on a lens.
Jesus.
Yeah, you could.
That's mental.
On a normal, just a lens to make your face.
I have seen how it's improved your view.
Yeah, but that lens on my camera.
You look way better on Patreon than you do here in person.
So do you want to know? We're letting people in on the secrets here. Do you want to know how much my lens cost altogether to get it onto that camera?
Much.
It was £250. That is actually a shite lens.
And what's my one then?
Your lens came with the camera. It's one of those free ones they throw in. But if you were to buy that separate now, it would be about £120.
I'll give you the 120. Oh wait, I can't.
No.
I can't give you the 120.
You can't give me anything.
I have to ask permission.
Yes, you do.
I have to say we need a new lens, and she'll go, why? And I said, because I don't look as nice as Mark. And she's like, that doesn't matter.
She would also say that's the same thing I said. They're in the lens in the world, Ray, make you look as good as that fella. He's awful good looking. He's cute as a button. No, about $250, Ray. If you want to put a lens on that'll make you look the same as me.
Okay.
I think you look better.
No. I have a receding hairline in this.
Yeah, but there isn't a lens that can bring your hair back. Like, you're looking for a filter, not a lens, Ray.
Oh, God.
You're looking for a TikTok filter or a Snapchat filter.
Can't go to Turkey now either, because I'd have to ask her, can I go to Turkey?
Yeah, and also you should be spending money going to Turkey. You know.
No harm, though.
What do you mean?
I don't have a good head of hair.
No, I know. If you can afford it, you should
but
absolutely go and do.
Can't afford it.
You should. Yeah. No, like, that's the thing. And I don't know why somehow Turkey just, like, they said, we've just come up with the secret formula for Fiacla and Grug.
Yeah, but every country has a thing they do. Us is drinking, like.
Yeah.
If you want to go drinking pints, let's go to Ireland.
Yeah, so we found the formula for drinking
Yeah,
pints. But they
we
found the
invented
formula.
Guinness.
Yeah, they found the formula for Gruig and for.
Well, they discovered how to make hair grow back.
Yeah, and for. So do you know what they do? They take it from the follicles off your arse and your back and your arms.
And I have
everything.
lots of it there.
And they had loads in your arse, man. So big shitty head. Yeah.
Father Fluffy Bottom.
So and that's what they do. Yeah.
Big shitty head.
Big shitty head. That's actually a shithead. Like that's. The term shithead came from Turkey. No, yeah. So that's what they do. They take it off your body, the rest of your body. They can take it off your face.
Will we start 207?
Yeah, we will, of course. I was always astounded by the fact that people who have receding hairlines, they're hairier everywhere else. Like,
Yeah.
as in they've hairier faces and
Yeah.
stuff.
Brendan's nodding that he's not.
Can you grow a beard, Brendan?
Barely.
You can barely grow a beard. You just didn't win any lotto. They'd really need you. Jesus, you're fucking all over this. Okay, let's start with 207. First of all, actually, before we do, it's a big happy birthday to Brendan.
Happy birthday, Brendan.
Can we tell your age? 40 shagging 3, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
actually the true age.
Isn't that
going to
unreal?
go north there.
No, 43. Because I've been thinking about this as well, like, because I'm significantly younger and just
too.
kind of in the prime of my life and stuff like that.
But you don't act like it.
But you're fuck off. So you're
I'm not going
almost
anywhere.
You're almost there as well, though.
No, and I'm not almost at 43, but I'm almost at 40.
Yeah, you're almost at 40 as well. And I was
Yeah.
just wondering, like, what changes? What changes? Okay, so not what changes is prostate,
Less
all that.
hair.
Yeah, less hair and stuff. But okay, here's a good question actually.
Yeah.
Now that you're approaching this ripe age of on the 15th of September,
Would you
you'll
call
be
it ripe
40.
or withered?
Well, kind of a withering, kind of kind of a withering,
His withered age.
a wilting age.
A wilting age of 40. Yeah, what's your question?
When you were my age,
Yeah.
31,
Yes.
did you envisage your life at 40 the way it is now?
I couldn't have dreamt of this now at all, to be honest with you.
In a good, that's lovely. What's that? A lock gill
it's
cut
lock
back.
gill cut back this
Lovely.
week. No,
Okay.
I kind of didn't know what was going to happen.
Were you thinking that far ahead?
No.
Yeah, because I do. Like, I am always thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of 40 all the time.
Where are you now?
Kendy's thinking of 40.
Morality.
So that's a
is it?
lovely country song.
It is.
Kendy's thinking of 40.
Dun,
Down the local park. Oh, it's a waltz.
I'm a little drum-
We decided it was a
Yeah,
waltz
a
there.
little drum machine there.
Lovely. So I do think about 40, like, and I mean, I'd love to be in your position at 40 and to be as. So, when you're a kid, you think 40 is ancient.
Oh, it is.
You
When
know-
my father was 40, that was an old man.
He was an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. But now, like, I look at you at nearly 40 and you're definitely dressed trendier than my father was at 40.
No, this is wrong. So,
Okay,
my
good.
father, right, at 40 was dressed trendy for that time.
Was he though?
And yeah, he was.
But he
Everybody's in the same boat.
No, I've
If you
seen
brought a 20-year-old in here now, look what I was wearing. They'd be like going, that's such a 40-year-old's outfit.
I've never seen my father in jeans.
You've never seen your
Ever.
father? Because when he was 40, there wasn't a thing, no such thing
But-
as jeans in Ireland.
Yeah, but so does that mean that you're going to wear a Quicksilver or whatever t-shirt
Yeah.
and tracksuit when you're 60 or
Yep,
70?
Probably.
Because that's the trend. No, you can't. No,
I'll
no.
hold on to this.
My father wore slacks and a shirt every day of his life. Every day. I've never seen him wear a t-shirt. I've never seen him wear jeans. I've never seen him wear runners.
Yeah.
He has wore slacks and a shirt every single day of his life.
Well, I have a problem this evening.
Okay.
So I had. Obviously, further in our house search, we went to see another one this evening.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What you going to see?
We went to see a house abroad out in Strandhill. We had no business being out there.
You have no business on
We talked about this in last
talked
week.
about this last week.
But
You have no
one
business.
further than Laura had, I collected Laura from work and she was wearing her lovely work outfits.
Okay.
Laura has a big stretcher,
Work attire.
work attire.
Yeah.
And it's marvellous, all
Yeah.
of it, right?
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, was wearing what you're seeing in front of me.
Oh, yeah, the
which
one that
is
you with that.
a tracksuit bottom and an owl t-shirt.
T-shirt would work.
Okay.
They'd be like, "Oh, your man's a surfer gentleman. I can see some palm trees on your
No,
t-shirt."
never
Ray."
mind. No, it was more the estate agent looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
And Laura said to me, like, take care, would you dressed up? Because there was other gentlemen there with their significant others and they were wearing shirts and slacks.
Yeah, that's
They
so.
came from their well-paid jobs.
Yeah.
And I looked like a man that had come from his well-paid employment assistant.
Yeah, it was well paid intro.
Yeah.
So,
My community welfare officer.
but does it matter though? Do you know what I mean? Do you dress to impress, or is there just wealth? Do you know?
Huh?
You have the money. Like, does it matter what you're wearing? You could go in there
No,
wearing
we
a
didn't have
black
the money
bag.
either. So,
oh,
yeah,
sorry, don't
yeah.
that.
But it's the first impressions, like.
Yeah, but are you trying to impress the estate agents?
I wasn't, but apparently that's the thing.
Apparently that's the thing you have to do as well. You have to
Yeah.
play this game, do you?
Yeah.
So how many couples are out there looking at this
There
house in
was
Strandhill?
there was about 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's 4 that got that
And it's
viewing.
funny, there was one, and I won't name him, which
Yeah,
is
don't.
unusual for me. But there was one that I knew,
Okay.
a gentleman, and I had done some work for this gentleman, and he owes me money. And I said to him, now, could you please make sure you pay that in the next while? Because, if I'm going for this yoke.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, he's not going to give me the money for the
Not
next
a
while.
chance.
He's going to wait till he gets the house.
Yeah, and then he's
going
to
to give me the money.
And do you know what the thing is? Would you find yourself then, because you know that gentleman, maybe like, you're looking at the living room or whatever, right? And they're in checking out the bathroom. Would you go up to the estate agents and say, Larry's actually a lovely fella? And say, I'm glad they dropped all those charges.
It's great to see Larry here. I honestly thought he was still in Castlereagh.
Honest to God,
Yeah.
yeah. It's weird not to see him wearing orange. I think he's actually... Would you do something like that,
I thought of it.
You should drop
Should
it.
have done it, yeah.
Jeez, I'm glad now. I'd love to go Tuesday just trying
But
to...
it doesn't matter.
What?
If you have the charges or not, sure, all the good criminals around the place, they buy all the houses.
Well, they do actually.
And it
That's
doesn't
true as
matter.
God. Yeah, it
Do you
doesn't
know?
matter because money talks, Ray.
That's right.
Money shagging talks.
Money talks, yeah.
And especially if you're a cash buyer. Do you know what a cash buyer is?
The cash buyer,
Have you heard about a cash buyer?
Yeah.
Could you want to explain what a cash buyer is?
Money
'Cause
in the bank.
So the money's there,
They have
ready
it.
to go. And
sold something, or they did something, or
Yeah.
they put a video of something online, and now
Yeah.
they have the money.
put a video or something online now. They
You
have
can
money.
do that now,
Lots of people do that.
A lot of people do that.
Put videos online. Now, we've been putting videos online.
Yeah,
I have
but
no
not
cash.
the right type of videos.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not the kind of money I could buy a house with. Maybe a chalk ice. Oh, you can't buy a chalk ice now, actually.
but
I'm
I can
thinking
see
about
why
that.
that's happened.
Why?
Because the Magnums have taken over.
But the Magnums are about €2 something, $2.45 I think they are,
Are they?
€3.
See,
That's
this
a
is-
thunder and disgrace.
I wouldn't know the price of Magnum now.
I'm an unmerciful man for a feast.
Would you? Oh yeah, feast. But yeah,
oh, Lord.
where would there be a place in this world for chalk ice when there's such things as a feast? There'd
Yeah.
be the Cornetto, there'd be the Magnum,
Yeah, but-
and there'd be the iceberger.
The chalk ice was the Irishman's ice cream.
But there was never a Magnum at that point.
And actually, Garen Noonan made a great point actually on the
Noon.
chalk ice as well.
Why do you call everybody the wrong thing?
Garen Goons,
No,
right?
stop
What was his
now.
name?
No.
Garen Noon, sorry.
Yeah, yes.
He made a great point on it. He said it's the only ice cream that stayed true to itself in all these years.
Yeah, it never changed.
It never changed.
No.
And you know what? That just shows you if you don't change and adapt, it's adapt or die.
It is.
And chalk ice should have known that.
Yeah.
All
But
along.
they should have seen the competition from Magnum come. Look at Magnum now.
Ah.
There was a Magnum today in the shop, by the way. I pulled into Calter Centre there.
You did.
And I got the 2 little beers.
You did.
Thought I'd treat you.
Lovely.
And I bought...
You thought you'd treat me on Brendan's birthday.
Yeah,
Okay.
thought
thanks.
I'd bring beer for I
For
did
me.
think about getting something for Brendan, and then like, what would that man want? He
Ah,
has
does-
everything.
He has everything he
Yeah,
needs.
he has everything he needs.
That's a
And
man with everything there.
It's a man at everything. But when I was up there, I was purchasing an iceberger.
You were.
And then I looked
Another
at the
one. Great
arrays of Magnums that there
Yeah,
was. There
yeah.
was one with double chocolate, caramel, popcorn, cookie dough.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Gel.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, Magnum have gone off the charts, like, because the white Magnum is the only Magnum.
There's no what? No.
Yeah. The white Magnum
no
is
way.
the only
Did you like the
Magnum.
Milky Bar kid when you were growing up?
Yeah, I loved it. I love a Milky Bar.
So you like white chocolate?
Yeah, because whenever these people in Nestle bring out specialist ones, like they're like a white Kit Kat chunky.
Yeah.
Man, I buy a box load of those.
What
bitches.
happened to you? Show
What?
me on the doll where the touched
White
you.
chocolate is unbelievable.
No, it's not.
Does.
The majority of this country would not be. It's nearly like the Protestants versus Catholics.
You said
Yeah.
I mean the Protestant ice cream.
you're
I mean the Protestant ice cream.
Yeah,
Is this?
you are.
Yeah, take that back.
I won't.
Take that
I
back
won't.
now, Ray.
No, because it is. You're the minority.
Seriously,
People don't like white chocolate in great numbers.
in 2023, Ray, to be calling someone out as eating a Protestant, I'm Protestant ice cream, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Ray, that is disgusting. That's a disgusting comment to make around these parts.
It was Trevelyan that came up with the white chocolate Magnum.
Who?
Trevelyan.
Trevelyan's corn.
Trevelyan's corn.
Was
Yeah.
white.
Yeah.
Oh, come here. No, actually, oh, my head. What was I going to say to you? Oh, yeah. Gee, we're talking about political stuff and Protestants, Catholics, all that kind of stuff.
Maybe we weren't.
Did you? No. Oh no. Where were we talking about before that? Doesn't matter. Did you hear Hawley D what he said about the NATOs and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, Hawley D. Higgins did come out and say, lads, we're neutral.
Yeah. And he's right though, isn't he?
No,
Okay, great. Tell me why he's not right.
he's
then,
not.
so.
There's nothing neutral about this country.
Listen,
No.
this is neutrality is the best Irish thing in the world, and I'm going to explain to you why. Okay.
Okay.
Let me try to come up with a good analogy for this thing now. So. Okay, no. So here we go. All right, come on, right? Here we go.
Sharp
so
play.
this is what Ireland is like. Okay, so we're strategically neutral. Okay,
Yeah.
and our neutrality is this. you know when you see like a fella out and he's arguing with his missus gets in an argument. Okay?
Right.
So let's say this one, his missus goes to the jacks, right?
Yeah.
And then she comes out and her quiet fella is sitting at the bar drinking a pint.
Okay. And is the quiet fella Ireland?
Yeah, the quiet fella is Ireland.
Yeah,
right?
Lovely man.
And his missus his missus is Germany.
Oh.
Okay. So the missus comes out.
Yeah.
Okay. And she says, "You're not going to believe what happened in the jacks."
Yeah.
3 women. I was just about to go into the cubicle, right?
Yeah,
I was going to have a big, massive shower. I want to see the size of this thing that was buried, but I haven't checked. I was going to go in. 3 women pushed by me and they were like, "Excuse me, I'm going in here." And I got in a huge argument with them. I'm like, what 3 bitches?
Yeah.
3 bitches. Ireland then at the bar, he says, "Gee, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's awful." He takes another slug of his Guinness. He said, "Oh, fuck it, that's not right." She goes out then for a fag, then telling her friends about it.
Yeah.
His mate comes over,
Right.
sits down beside and says, "I'm after hearing what happened to Catherine."
Yeah.
And
I
the
got
boyfriend says, "I'm staying out of it."
Okay.
That's
That's Ireland.
he says, "I'm not getting involved in whatever she's doing over there. I'm staying out of that."
Yeah, and the 3 bitches. Italy,
that's like-
Italy, Spain, and France.
Yeah, and they're all, Italy, Spain, and France. Then so Germany ring Ireland and say, "Did you hear what Putin did?" And Ireland go, "Geez, that's fucking shocking what he's after doing, right?" And they
Okay.
say, "Ian, we're all going to fight him."
No.
Well, I'm staying out of that, lads. There's no way, and that is the perfect Irish mentality, and that's why we've stayed out of
Okay,
it.
okay.
That's why everyone loves us.
Can I
And the other
question
thing
your
is-
analogy?
Ah!
Please.
Go on.
I've got a question. Let me get
Go on.
this straight.
Yeah.
So, Ireland is the buck at the bar,
Yeah.
right? Germany is his missus.
Germany's his missus.
Germany's annoyed.
Yeah.
So, let's just change
Germany's
this.
annoyed because he met.
Can we please-
He met a Russian lady
Can
called
we-
Alexandra
no,
in the Jacks who
can we-
pushed past her.
Can we please change this for just a moment?
Go on.
Right. Let's have Ireland as the gentleman at the bar.
Yeah.
Ukraine as the missus.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And Ukraine meets a very formidable Russian lady in the Jacks.
Yeah.
Right? Who attacks her.
Yeah. She
Without-
says,
without
"I'm going in there."
provocation.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. And then Ukraine comes out to Ireland and says, "Russia's after attacking me."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And the Irish lad goes, "Jesus, that's terrible."
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not going to go in there now and say anything to Russia.
No.
But come on back to my house, Ukraine. No problem.
Yeah.
Come on back to the house
Yeah,
there now.
that's
I have
exactly
tea and
it.
toast and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not neutral.
It is neutral. It is absolutely neutral.
Because you're clearly favouring Ukraine over Russia.
Yeah, but you're also not going in. You know what you don't do? You don't say, "Well, I got to go in and box the head of that woman so inside in the place." Right? Because
Did you know that Ukraine was hanging around with the United States?
Huh?
Did you know that?
That bitch. What'd she do?
So the Ukraine and the United States ran about riding the Russian lady's husband.
No shagging way this
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Okay.
This was happened. This was going on for months before this altercation in
Yeah,
the bar.
okay, yeah.
And for some reason, I see
Oh, so there's pre-stipulations there. There's some.
there's some backstory
Yes.
that you're maybe not aware of.
Yeah.
Right. So the United States.
Do you know why? I'm staying out of it. That's why.
Oh, that's fine. You're staying out of it.
I'm
You
staying
are.
out of it.
But then you don't bring Ukraine home.
What? No, but I have to be. But I was right in Ukraine.
Before the fight.
I'm allowed to ride Ukraine,
Before
but
the
not have to
fight.
fight some. Yeah, before the fight.
Right. Okay.
Before the fight, I was already
you were
right.
best of friends with Ukraine.
No, we're in a relationship, me and Ukraine.
Okay. What kind of a relationship?
Where we go home, we ate chips, and I say, "Well, do you want to have a look at that?" Right? We've done it for years.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean then that when Ukraine gets in a fight then with Russia in the Jacks, right, and they start ripping each other's eyebrows off.
Yeah.
I don't have to go in and box the head of Russia, do I?
That's true.
I can actually go, look, and that's been the Irish mentality for years, is that we go, I'm staying out of that now.
You can come and
There's
sleep on the couch.
boyfriends, there's
I'm
boyfriends
not
up
getting
and down
involved.
this country who have said that. I'm not getting involved in that. There's
getting
no way I'm
involved.
going to leave that between them.
Right. Okay.
You know?
It's a good analogy.
And so Miggledy is dead right in saying, we've always said, Jim, stay out of that now. But when Ukraine wants to come and cry on our shoulder, our girlfriend, what do they call her, Catherine?
Yeah,
When
Catherine.
Catherine comes and
Catherine
cries.
the Ukrainian.
You're obviously going to tap her on the back. Maybe
okay.
drop the hat and little see if she's fucking.
No.
No, I'm just saying because she's your girlfriend. It's not
Yeah.
a consensual thing. Just to see
Right.
if she go for it. She had a couple of drinks. She's out. She's fucking.
She's upset about the
She's
Russian
upset about the
incident.
Russian thing and she's going, I just need a little bit of comfort.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so what I'm saying is Ireland has no problem riding the country. We just don't want to defend us.
Okay.
There we go. And that is the Irish mentality across the board. It always has
We
been.
don't mind riding them, but we're not going to defend them.
No. But I just don't think we're a lovely country off the coast of Europe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now NATO's been set up since 1939 or something. Whenever 1945, whenever the war ended, they said we better all get together and make sure this doesn't happen again. Russia and China said, come here, how come we're not involved in this? And they said, get away, you shower, but you know. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I have, and again, Sorry now to disagree with you.
Go on.
But I have serious problems with NATO.
Yeah, so do I. That's what I'm telling Ireland.
What's your problem?
My problem is I have no interest in coming up with this big conglomerate and then splitting the world in two.
Yeah, but
why can't Ireland just be an island off the edge and everyone just leave us alone?
Brendan, just out of curiosity, am I right and wrong? I say we're not in NATO, are we? Or are we in NATO? We're not in NATO.
We
No,
are
I
not
don't
in
think so.
NATO. I don't
No,
think.
you're right.
No.
We're definitely yes, we're not in NATO.
We're renting a room after.
We're renting a room off NATO.
Yeah, okay.
We are not in NATO.
We're not in NATO.
Yeah.
But the problem with NATO is when they were set up, they were supposed to unify Germany, and that was it then. They weren't going any further east.
Yeah.
And they made a promise to Russia. Said, we won't go into your
Yeah,
backyard.
now they have Lithuania.
Then they said, well, let's go 1,000 miles more
Yeah.
east. They have all the countries
Yeah.
now.
That's what I'm saying. And the thing is that Ireland is the stepping stone.
Yeah.
So they're desperate for Ireland to be a part of this.
Yeah, we can't
Because
be.
Ireland is a stepping stone into Europe for
So you're
America.
saying Hawley D said, we're not getting involved.
Yeah, Holly G said, hang on now. We're the jolly Irish. Will you leave us alone?
We're just good for drinking.
I know, but we're taking in loads of people. Can we not just do that? Stop. Do you know who's meeting on Thursday, right?
Who?
And Micheál Martin has organised this. He has our Navy, all three of them, and he has our Army, right, the 2 or 3 trucks.
I don't believe there's any generals or representatives
No,
of the
no,
Navy
there-
on this thing.
I think there is.
No,
I
I
think
think they've come out and said there isn't.
What? I
Yeah.
thought that they said today that,
No.
maybe there was rumours that they were, and they're saying, no, none of them boys are
No,
involved
no,
at
some
all.
sort of a
Okay, well,
workshop.
let's find that out if there is actually any of
not.
our defence forces going to be there. Brendan then asked us a question during that if Russia attacked us, would we then be like, NATO, come on in and help us?
Well, I was getting to this here now.
Yeah.
Because there's a small bit of history on this one, right?
Yeah.
First World War.
Yeah.
All the Irish lads went and assisted Britain, even though Ireland weren't in it. Well,
Yeah.
we were a Dominion at the time.
Yeah.
So we were with the Brits.
Yeah.
And we went out and fought it and we bet them.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
We did.
World War II came out.
I think it was
About.
212 to 16, I think
Yeah,
we bet
now
them. But
we won't mention the fact that Ireland at the time decided this would be a great time to beat the Brits.
yeah, this is a good.
Right,
Yeah, so we
let's get
invite-
the guns off the Germans.
Yeah.
Class.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
won't get into that.
we were playing both sides.
We were playing both sides. Yeah. Ireland, fair play. I'm sitting at the bar.
Sitting that, yeah, that's what I'm
drinking his
saying.
pint going, yeah. I
Yeah.
have your one Russian's number.
No, what
haven't I?
happens that because that's
Yeah.
the same thing where he goes, that Russian one's a bitch to his girlfriend. That's terrible. Go out and chat to her. And then the Russian one comes out, and then he says to the Russian one, sorry, no, my girlfriend can be a bit fiery.
Yeah.
That's fucking
okay,
Ireland.
Okay.
Because
Anyway,
he just wants to keep it. you know.
World War II,
Yeah.
right? In fairness, we decided, and Eamon de Valera's infinite wisdom, that we were neutral.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is,
Yeah.
the rest of them they fixed it for us. And we were, they
we'd not
kind
do this.
I know we had nothing to do. But I mean, if what if it had gone the other way and we ended up getting invaded by Germany?
I mean, that's okay though, but
You'd be kind of hoping the Brits would come over and give us an old hand then at that point.
so what happened to a simple handshake?
What do you mean a simple handshake?
As in, when they stopped them, right, in
Yeah.
Berlin,
And
and
we
they say,
just-
you're coming no further than this now, or whatever
yeah,
the hell. Or,
yeah.
So that the Irish, when they say, Ireland, we have that sorted, they're not going to be here now. We go, yeah.
When the Brits say that.
Yeah. When the
okay.
Brits say it's sorted, Ireland,
Sorry,
they're not.
we've stopped them.
Like, gratitude is dead now, Ray, apparently. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah,
Then we
okay.
can't just say a simple old thank you to Britain.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, Brendan asked that question there of, what happened if Russia attacked us? But Russia would have no reason to attack us at all because we have nothing to do with it. However,
Apart from the fact we didn't grant them planning permission on their big extension of the embassy.
huh?
We didn't give them.
Yeah, but it wasn't suiting. It wasn't fitting with the landscape.
aesthetic.
It wasn't aesthetically
Balls Bridge,
fitting. Yeah, because
yeah.
they wanted to build a conservatory with a pool table.
Yeah.
and it didn't. None of the other houses around had a conservatory with a pool table.
room for a pony.
I just want somewhere I can go and
Yeah.
just relax. Is
Yeah.
what Russia said.
Yeah, and we said, no, you're fine.
No, just to get away from all the shit that's going on. I just want a little conservatory off the end of it. But the thing is,
it's
yeah,
not a missile,
if
China.
we were in NATO, then they could possibly say, well, Ireland now is a part of it, of this conglomerate that's coming after us. So, let's go after them as well.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I mean, they better be sending us some stuff if we're joining NATO. They better send us some stuff.
It
Have you ever
would-
seen the FCA, Ray?
bit-
Mother of Christ, but there's no way we're going to defend anything in this country.
The FCA are a marvellous organisation.
They're not
Would
even a
there,
thing anymore, I don't
Would it be a bit like when we joined the European Union, all of a sudden there was a sign on every road saying, sponsored by the European Union?
Yeah. And I mean, I've said this before as well, like, we're getting pressured in by this. We're supposed to be Europeans now,
And you're saying
not Irish.
Hawley Vorchin, or not Hawley Vorchin, Hawley D. Higgins.
Holly G. Higgins
Come out and says, stop it now.
He
Stop
didn't-
Lecce.
He didn't quite say stop it now. He just said, be careful what you're
careful
at there
what
now.
you're at there now.
Be careful what you're at, because
Yeah.
these boys are sitting at a table.
Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
Spain, Germany, Lithuania,
Yeah.
all these places. There's about 30 of them in
Yeah.
the NATO. And they're planning on what's going on. What are we going to do with Russia as this thing goes on? And Ireland should say, I'm staying out of it.
Staying out of it.
Do you know?
Yeah.
If
And
it's
then
not knocking on my door
and then drop an old text to Russia later that night.
and say,
Say, come here, look, I honestly think you weren't wrong there.
no,
like,
no, not even. You don't have to go that far.
The Ukraine's a
You could
dose
just say
of
to
woman.
you don't need to. You could just say, look, Russia, I know where you're coming from. Look, if you ever need anything,
Yeah, give me a
just
shout.
let me know and I'll see what I can
Yeah.
do. And then say to the
Because
other
it's funny, the African girls got involved during the week as well.
What do you mean?
The African girls went and chatted to the Russian lady.
Well, what did they say?
That, I don't know what's going on here, but you need to stop this. You
Did
need
they?
to yeah, the
They
African
said,
girls.
would you not just let it go?
Yeah.
Did they?
They did. They all went over. They went over to the Ukrainian girl first.
They did.
And said, "What's the story here? Is there any way you can make up?" And the Ukrainian girl says, "No f***ing way."
No, she took me eyelashes off in the
Took-
checks.
yeah, I've no interest in making peace with this woman.
Yeah.
And then they went to the Russian girl and said, "What about you?" And she was like, "Oh, no, I don't know what's up with them."
I didn't do
I
anything.
didn't do anything. She's really being odd to me and stuff.
Jesus, do you know what, Ray? There's a lot to be said for Irish social, it's like the
analogous,
analysis of Irish society,
yeah.
because it tells you an awful lot about the world.
It
I
does,
think.
in fairness, yeah. In fairness, fair play to the African girls. Like, it was nice of them to get involved.
Yeah, and
I
what are
heard
they
got
going
the
to do
They
now?
got the shite kicked out of them then after that.
Did they? I don't even know what this analogy is. The church. I didn't even hear this
Sorry,
fucking
I
thing.
was-
An
An African delegation
did they?
of high-level leaders went over to Kiev in Ukraine and Russia because they're pissed off because the price of grain has gone through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
last thing the African nation needs is
the
more
price of grain.
expensive food.
Yeah, well, they're more expensive everything as well, by the way. Now, having said that, if you want to book Mark Kendy for a ceremony or a wedding event like that, the price has gone up slightly now.
Has it?
Putin.
Have
Ray.
you gone up?
Sure, Putin. How could I be fuck? Do you know what I mean?
So what about Putin? The Russian bureau was the innocent party, it seems, in this situation.
Price of strings have gone through the roof right now
Right.
because of this fella as well. Strings are manufactured in St. Petersburg.
Okay.
All guitar strings.
Yeah. Ooh.
Cheers, the tough kit will go away. I can't keep the guitar strung at all.
Right.
I'm terrified now. I'm using lighter picks in case I break one.
Yeah.
The fucking price of them now.
There
So,
was a search on today from Wild Roots.
what do you mean?
A search.
What do you mean? Search what?
It was a band
right.
called Cheek.
Right.
Right?
And the cheek of them.
Cheek and them, they were the first band that played on the Sunday.
Right.
And they were the rock stars at the festival. They landed in and they just ever the rock stars.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
rock stars.
Right.
And they had a black bass guitar with them. And they, all I can say is they abandoned it. They left it sitting there at the back of the stage. And it was there all day Sunday.
It's buried in your van.
It's not buried in my van.
Tis.
Because when we took the gear down, we left that stage and left the back bass behind us.
Did you?
And I'm sorry I did now, because if I brought it with me, at least they wouldn't be looking for it still. But apparently they're still looking for it. So if anyone's seen a black Laguna bass out there in a field in Hazelwood here in Sligo, if a farmer comes across it or anything like that, give us a shout.
So-
'cause they're looking for it.
Why did you just decide, I'll just leave it there now in the field? Oh, because the stage was still there.
The stage
were
was
you
still
trying
there.
to teach someone a lesson?
I wasn't.
You were, you
I
prick.
wasn't.
Yeah, it's exactly what you were doing.
Maybe. I suppose if I look subconsciously in myself, I think I might have been vexed about the way they treated that guitar on that day.
Yeah, because guitars have feelings too.
Because it wasn't in a case.
Yeah, yeah.
They had no case with it.
In case you were wondering,
Yeah,
it was not in a case.
It was not in a case. So it was just lying there, up against the stage.
Yeah.
And I just felt really sorry for it.
Any man who walks around as a self-respecting musician without a case in his guitar,
Yeah. And I think there was another case lying there, and I tried to put it in that case just so I
fit.
wouldn't be sitting there naked. Didn't fit.
it was like Cinderella job. That
Yeah.
doesn't fit this
No.
particular case. So fair play to Cheek there, and the
I
Cheek
hope
of
they
them
find
live
it.
at the Yoke. I hope they do find that guitar, because I mean, these kind of things could have sentimental value as well.
They
Ray.
could, but I can't understand how you'd be out of it that badly that you couldn't remember your bass
Aye,
lying
Ray.
up against the stage.
That's Wild Roots, boy. Woo! That's Wild Roots. The best festival this side of the Shannon.
True, I suppose.
Because
Distracted by the-
what you call it is up above in Bundoora now. What they call that again?
Sessions.
Yeah.
They got an awful dosing.
Why? What did they
Well,
do?
they got all the thunder and the lightning.
I'll tell you one thing,
and
Ray.
all the rain and everything.
I was driving through Bunnyconlin yesterday, Ray.
Yeah.
And it was like that scene in Jurassic Park when your man is trying to get away in the Jeep. Do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember that scene?
What were you doing in Buddy Conlon?
I would drive it. I'll tell you what now, I'm doing Bunnyconlin right now. I feel like when you talk about like rural Mayo, you have to talk like that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you exactly what I was doing now in Bunnyconlin.
Were you visiting Martin O'Boyle?
I was driving from Lava. Driving from Lava into Enniscrone.
Right.
And there was a diversion there now inside Bunnyconlin.
Stop talking like
I had
that.
to go all the way out around Ballina
Please
into the fucking weather was chaotic.
Yeah, it's very rainy.
Have you ever seen that? Like, man, you wouldn't see it in
It was
the rainforest.
apocalyptic.
It was apocalyptic. I
times.
thought that was it, man. I was waiting for frogs and toads to come down. It was unbelievable, man. The thunder and the lightning and the whole
I
shit.
felt very sorry for Brendan. He organised, Brendan obviously it was his birthday today, but he organised a children's birthday party on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he invited his friends over and he got pizza.
And did you all get a goodie bag when you were
And
leaving?
we all got a goodie bag when we were leaving, yeah. Yeah, but
Jesus.
it was a fine night's with the crack, but the poor fella had to go and get the pizzas and the drinks in the rain while we waited politely in the house. For
You think
to
that's
collect it.
shagging bad?
What happened?
You think that's shagging bad, yeah? I went to a football match yesterday, Armagh versus Galway, with Brendan, right?
Yeah.
Brendan told me, bring the wet gear, Kendy, they're going to be drop rain. I said, tis like feckin' Fungarola here now, like I always say, or Tenerife or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, once the match finished, it started thundering down. We put on the wet gear. We started walking home, just pissing out of the heavens.
Yes.
His young lad said, I want to go in Supermax.
As you do.
I said, of course you do. You're a child. That's what
Yeah.
children want to do, is go in Supermax.
Yeah.
Inside Supermax, Ray, was like a hut. It was thunder and lightning and piss and rain like I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And I said to the boys, I'm going to be the hero here because Kendy's the alpha male in this group.
Yeah.
Brendan's
You went
there.
to get the car.
Gabriel's there. I said, I'm going to go get the car. I'm going to
Was
bring it back
Gabriel
to
with
you.
you?
Gabriel was with us.
Ah, he's a lovely
He
fella.
was.
Yeah.
And Finian was with us. And
I
I
have
said,
a story about his missus, by the way.
okay, I don't think I want to hear that.
Yeah.
Don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Anyway, I said, I'm going to be the hero. I'm going to go. I had to run probably the guts of 200, 300 meters, man. I was like Usain Bolt going across the way.
Right.
And just as I was about to get into the car, what they call a deceptive puddle appeared in front of me, bad. It was like a Pokemon game on the Game Boy Color. I thought the puddle was about this much. And when I went down into
What's
it...
this much now for the audio podcast? that we're
about,
listening?
you're talking the far side of 4 inches.
Right.
I thought I'd step into this now. It's only about 3-4 inches, Ray.
Yeah.
I went so far into that puddle, I nearly had to go and hold my breath. I fucking went up to me waist in this bastard joke match. It was like a manhole. You want to
was a
see the
hole.
size of it. And
Yeah.
I was so close to going, I got away with this. It's not too bad now as well.
Good
Someone
song.
talked to me about him having to go and get pizzas and stuff, man. I
Yeah.
had to change all my clothes. I was butt naked outside. I was balls naked, changing my clothes. Outside of Galans or whatever the hell that place is in Carrick-on-Shannon, the fucking petrol station.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ above. What
Sorry,
are you
I
saying
just
there
had this
now?
lovely image of you driving home with no trousers on.
I had to change everything. So Brendan said to me. So Brendan said to me when I got back to the car. He said, "Geez, I thought you got lost." I said, "Sorry now if it took me a couple of minutes. Sorry now if it took me a couple of minutes to go get the car so I could fucking get you. And do you want me to get the red carpet out as well? But you don't want to walk across that fucking wet road, do you?"
Yeah.
Jesus. What are you saying there anyway, Ray? Before
Gabriel's
that?
missus.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
met him and her and Gabriel there
Yeah.
on Saturday night.
Yeah.
When we were out for the pint sheens.
You did.
And they were telling me about how they were thinking about that have to go home.
Right.
Better get her name. Hold on 1 second.
Sarah.
I had it written down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We have it told now. We don't
Yeah,
read it.
Sarah anyway and Gabriel were there. They were telling me that they wanted to drink more pints, but said that we probably should have to go home.
Yeah.
And I said to them, why ever would you be going home? We have 3 children.
Should they have a new baby?
And one of the children is a new baby.
New
right?
baby.
and I said,
As I said on a live stream before, straight out of the box.
straight out of the box.
Yeah.
And I says to her, and this is now a real insight. This is a question I would never have asked before, I'd say the last year.
Right.
She said that the baby'd be hungry. And I just, out of nowhere, out of my head went, are you pumping?
Ray, it takes a good while for it all to come back together again, you see.
But I caught myself saying that, and I thought, oh my God, I would never have asked anybody that question, and I should never ask anyone that question.
Well, it
it's
depends
just
what
because
you
I've been
meant by
around children and mothers and
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're used to people
I'm
pumping.
used to talking about it now.
You're used to the pump.
Yeah, the pump and buying a fancy pump and an expensive pump and
Yeah.
you know. And this
We had
pump
an
is-
electric pump.
Yeah, an electric pump, and then you pump it out here. It's bringing me right back to the dairy milk days, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Just think about the, and I mean, not to, so women out there,
Yeah.
I have an awful lot of respect for you. You're just like cattle. And old do you know what I mean? We do have to attach you up to this thing and pump you out of it.
No, they do it themselves apparently.
Well, they can do it
Very
themselves as well, but
self-sufficient.
sometimes it's better
But
to
it's
lie
just
them
an
down.
awful thing. Fair play to Gabriel and Sarah for being so
Yeah.
understanding. I didn't mean to ask that question in a public place.
But that's a very appropriate question to ask, Ray.
yeah, Laura was disgusted at me.
No, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to break down those barriers. Women
Right.
are like old cows. I'm just trying to say that. I'm trying to break down the barrier, Ray, and the awkwardness around asking questions like that. You should be allowed to ask a woman about her titties. So if you see, and I really ask every fella out there to do this. Let's break the stigma.
Yeah.
If you see a woman who's just had a baby,
Yeah.
ask her about her titties.
Okay.
Because it's a normal, natural thing.
Yeah.
So ask her, well, how's the pump going?
Yeah. Okay.
How's the flow?
Is it tender?
What's the latch like?
Still like is it grabbing on?
Yeah, how
Yeah.
is she latching on there?
Okay,
you know?
okay.
So ask a woman, ask to see them.
Yeah. Oh no.
Say,
no,
I've
that's
heard,
not. No.
Say, I've heard the areolas change.
You're right.
I'd love to see it.
What size are yours?
Send me a picture. That kind of stuff. So, I honestly, I think Irish fellas out there need to cut the awkwardness out and start asking women about their diddies.
Okay.
Pregnant women who just had babies. I would only love if fellas would have approached Nicola in the first couple of months of Ali's life and say, well, how's the diddies?
Right.
I'd say, what a lovely,
You know
lovely
that-
gentleman.
You know that Tony Travers is going to get another T-shirt now, and it's just going to say,
How's the diddies?
No.
How's the diddies?
Can I also, and it's a different thing now, I was, you know the way you be on the TikToks? This only came to my mind now.
What?
I was on the TikToks today, and there's this buck that does a podcast, right? He's a London lad, and I don't know, you might be know his
So
name.
everyone has a podcast now, right?
He's a London lad, though.
Okay.
His podcast video is in a very nice room. You know, he's in a room in a house, and it's lovely.
Lovely. We don't have a nice room here.
No, we
okay?
don't. So
No.
yeah, so this man, he's fair play to him.
Yeah.
He does a nice podcast.
He does.
But he had a lady on as a guest, and he
does.
had a TikTok up of, the headline was "Guys Take Note" or "Take
Okay.
Notes," right?
Okay.
And the lady was telling the gentleman about the female menstrual cycle.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
But in fairness, I thought I'd know a bit about it. But even listening to watching this TikTok, I was kind of going, "Yeah, okay, I didn't know that, right?"
Okay, what did
Yeah,
you know about it?
but apparently-
Let's inform the fellas of
But
Ireland.
apparently, gentlemen, like a lot of gentlemen don't know.
Look, I'm staying out of it.
Are you? Are you staying out of it?
Okay, no, let's get into it. Because
Right.
fellas, we do need to
But
stop.
we're doing it in the very way we do everything in this
No,
podcast.
okay.
Without any research whatsoever.
No.
And a 3-minute TikTok to inform the conversation.
So, you are more learned now about the female menstrual cycle.
Apparently the
than I am.
cycle lasts between 28 and 30 something days.
Okay.
Right, 32 days.
Yeah.
33 sometimes.
Okay.
Depending on the Bureau.
And what happens in that cycle, Ray?
Well, day 1,
yeah, okay.
right?
Day one.
Things aren't great.
Okay.
Right?
No, so when you say day one of the cycle, are you talking about day one?
That's day when it happens.
Day one of a fresh start?
Fresh start. But no.
No.
Day 1 is the event.
Day one is when the event starts.
event starts.
Okay, so the festival is on. The festival is on.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of that festival abroad in Italy with the tomatoes.
Well, actually,
and the
all I'm
bulls,
thinking...
And the bulls. Is the bulls and tomatoes? Is that what it is? And they're throwing tomatoes. I don't know.
All I'm thinking is, have you ever seen the stays in the field with the last day of the festival when it's over?
Yes.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So
You're using an analogy again. You're talking about a field.
talk to me. Day one.
Field is flooded.
Festival has started.
The field is flooded.
Right, okay.
It's Glastonbury 1997.
98. Fuck, did you ever see the videos of that,
Yeah,
man?
it's bad.
Fuck, man. Okay.
They're not all like that. So,
They're not all like Glastonbury.
Stop it! We're trying to be right here.
Yep.
So we the first few days are the event, and then after that, then things clear up and everything's great, right? And is going out and is crack.
Come on, you just skipped the whole part.
No, I didn't. I'm only going up from day 4 to day 10.
Sometimes
Or
the
12.
festival, I'm just letting you know, lads, because you're telling this shit. Sometimes it's a 3-day festival.
Right.
Some festivals are a week long.
Oh yeah, it can be. Yeah.
You know what I mean? There
Yeah.
could be, and you could be camping out there for 7 days, but you'd be fucking miserable by the 7th day.
Right.
You haven't
But
washed.
Once the festival is over,
Sleeping in the tent. Yeah.
festival's over, right? You're home, you get a shower, everything's great.
Okay.
Right, you have a solid good 10 days there, a crack. And then apparently, what do you call it? Is it
So you've had 10 days clear of the festival.
ovulation happens then, a height of ovulation.
All of a sudden, you're mad horny.
No, you're just more inclined.
Yeah.
Do you know? And they're in good form, and you're the prime spot for making the babies at that point.
Okay, so
Right?
yeah.
And then that's...
You're thinking about festivals.
You're
together.
thinking about... It's just everything's great.
Yeah.
Apparently. But then after day 15 of the cycle,
Okay.
it's downhill.
Okay. So
Right.
you're on. So you have about a 5-day windy there, is it?
About that, chat.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you.
And then all of a sudden,
3-minute video.
So you're telling me there's 10 days there of post festival, and you're absolutely thinking
It's kind of
Jesus.
culminating to this
yeah,
high.
and you're thinking, I'm fucking glad that festival is over. That was miserable.
I'm a really happy person.
and
right
now it's 10 days. I'm clear. Oh, thank God, I'm not sleeping in a shitty field.
Yeah.
And then you have 5 days then of this period where there's a whole lot. You know, you're vulnerable.
Where
do
are
you know-
you gone now? Are you gone after day 15?
After day 10,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
vulnerable, and
Oh.
you're going, jeez, if anyone left Anton in the field now, if anyone fertilised the field now,
anyone
I'll
left
tell
the
you.
bass guitar behind him at
Yeah,
all.
I tell you, no, I have. Fuck. No, it's if anyone left dancing in the fields at all, there wouldn't be there'd be flowers growing very quick.
Very
if
quick.
anyone fertilised this field.
Right.
Okay, getting
Yes.
ready for the next.
But it's all a happy time. But then after day 15, then it starts to go downhill, apparently.
Right, okay.
And the lady who was talking to the gentleman that made the podcast said, this is the time where you need to be, doing foot rubs and cooking the dinner and just generally being the best boyfriend, fiance, husband that you could possibly be.
From day 15 to day 28.
From about days...
to 21. From day 15 to 21,
geez, no,
technically.
it kind of goes, day 16,
Oh, then you
day
have to keep
17.
going while it's on again.
Yeah.
While she's at another festival, it'd be nice as well.
You do, yeah.
Just go to the festival with her, don't you?
You do, yeah. There's basically quite a bit of time there where you just want to be cooking the dinners.
Well, the thing is, lads, and this is actually a great way of wrapping it up. If you get pregnant, then you're not going to a festival for 9 months anyway, that's for sure.
Okay.
There's no way you're going to a festival
And
pregnant.
see, fellas wouldn't know that either.
No, yeah, I found that out, and apparently that's the best time ever. And waiting you hear, I know all about bodily functions of the female
Yes, you do.
anatomy.
Yeah.
You know, when you're breastfeeding, Ray,
Breastfeeding.
if you're breastfeeding
Yeah.
and you stop breastfeeding,
Yeah.
your body says, "Oh, are you ready to go to a festival again? Are you? Let's go.
I really don't
Oh,
know.
you finished feeding that child. Well,
Yeah.
let's go to a festival
We're back
again.
to the festival
Yeah,
again.
let's go back to the
Yeah.
festivals again. And that's your body's way of knowing. And also, if you want to start spreading some slurry or whatever, we'll fertilise this garden as well if you want to. That all happens in that period.
Right.
Yeah. Call that careful, Kendy, because I have to be careful. Kendy.
Careful, Kendy. Forbidden fruit, yeah.
I have to be, because that's what happens with fellas. All of a sudden the wife will say to you, I'm just letting you know,
Yeah.
Yeah. Be careful again.
Careful again. Yeah.
My mother listens. Shit,
We didn't do a very good job of that.
We did a great job. We are modern men. We know exactly what happened. If you've taken anything from the podcast, lads,
We know.
ask women about their festival cycles and ask them, how's the ditties?
How's the ditties? Okay.
No, we're educating Irish men. We're unbelievable, Ray. We should be getting money from the government for educating Irish men.
Stags.
Yeah, let's go on one. Bah.
We are going to stag.
Yeah, we are going to stag very
Booked
soon.
for
Yeah,
the 2nd of August.
tis.
The Kendy and Raybo stag party.
I can't wait.
Could we
man.
do something like Derek Ryan does, and instead of bringing everybody to Spain,
Yeah.
could we go to Kendy and Raybo stag party and bring a couple of hundred people over to Edinburgh?
Yeah, okay. Let's get Sean Riley to organise that.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he's organising this stag, isn't he?
he is. Yeah, Sean Riley is organising.
Oh,
the
Sean's
stag.
organising the stag. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to
He
know.
has. He's organised. He booked loads of accommodation.
So,
Yeah.
you want to bring a load of listeners along to your stag,
No, well, it's just an idea then.
and you want us to do like little daytime
Do
things.
a little daytime live show.
Yeah, a little daytime live show where they all sit around. That's not a bad idea.
No.
Kendy Raybo Santa Panza.
Kendy Raybo Edinburgh.
No, but I'm thinking way beyond your stag.
Oh,
Ray.
you want to go to Santa Pod?
Let's do a fucking summerly. Let's bring 50 podcast listeners on a holiday because I know exactly what Paul Claffey makes. He charges about $8,000 per person to come over for a week.
And that's just his fee.
Paul Claffey is charged about $9,000 per person.
Yeah.
Right? And you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but he pocketed a good £1 now.
Yeah.
So we could do that.
We could.
We could absolutely extort money from our listeners. Let's do that.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
moving. The thing I brought it up for though.
Oh, go on.
stags.
Sorry, I got fucked away office.
My mother asked me, but I didn't. My mother didn't ask me about the stag. I asked my father when I was home on Wednesday night.
Is he going?
Because I had booked him a ticket.
Yep.
And I says, Dad, will you come with me on the stag?
No.
I said, it's all of the lads that I choose. I think are great crack.
Yeah.
These are mighty men. I've had many a time with them.
No.
And wouldn't it be lovely if you came with us?
Yeah.
And had lots of conversations telling them what a bollocks I was when I was
Yeah.
younger.
No better man.
No better man.
He hates you.
Yeah,
Perfect.
he does. Yeah. And he is adamant he's not coming. He thinks he's too old for it.
Yeah, well, every
thinks-
father says that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is it a thing? And I'll get on to what my mother said in a second. But is it a thing that fathers don't go on stags?
I think so. I think your father and my father are very similar.
Yeah.
They mostly want nothing to do with us.
Yes.
Okay?
And they don't want to have to pay for it.
And they don't want to have to pay for us. And they'd rather that we tipped off and they didn't hear about it too
And we
much.
do our own thing.
Now, you have other fathers like Noel Kenny Sr.
Yes.
Who's going, lads.
Who's more crack than Noel
yeah,
Kenny Jr.
you're going, where's the crack? Because I'm here now.
Yeah.
And let's go for it.
Yes.
Not everyone has those kind of fathers.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think ML and I think my father and your father are a bit more old school.
They are.
And they'd be saying, I didn't want you in the first place, and
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to your stag.
Definitely not going to stag.
Do you know-
Because when I was trying to cajole my father into coming, and he was saying he was having none of me,
Yeah.
my mother then said, but sure, what because you can't be bringing your. She doesn't talk like this. She said
She
can't-
talks exactly
she
like
said-
that.
She said you can't be bringing your father on a stag. I thought it used to be only single fellas that would go on stags.
Is that the way it used to be?
But this is what I was like. Oh my god, are you? Is this actually? I think it might have been because when a stag used to go for a night out, he used to go out with his single friends.
Is it? That's
You
not what
don't
I said.
married men don't go on stags.
But now
or
it's all
taking friends.
Now it's all about the married men are the people who love the stags.
Yeah, but I just realised that that's the actual case.
Is
It'll
it?
just be me, Sean, and Dwayne.
The three
The
out
three
there.
of us out there in Edinburgh.
But that's a load of bollocks because fellas with kids and who are married are the ones who are like, they're the ones who
Yeah, I know, yeah, but that's not supposed to be. Back in the wholesome
they go
days.
buck nasty on a
Back
stag.
in the wholesome days, there'd be no point bringing a married man a stag because he
Yeah.
had no interest.
Oh,
He's found his woman.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
happy.
Oh yeah,
right?
you were supposed to be lovely back
And
then.
it was
okay.
so the only lads you could go with is fellas like-minded individuals that were also, looking
Yeah.
for crack.
Oh.
And apparently then that was your last night of freedom.
Oh, so you were.
So
you were allowed to ride everything.
I was allowed to do whatever I want. Yeah,
Go and
apparently.
just grab women and just do whatever.
Yeah, whatever you wanted.
Geez, that's a way better stag. Do that one instead.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Do that one instead, Ray. The three ye go over.
No.
And you get fiddled with by every hooer in Edinburgh.
No,
There's be probably loads of hoovers in Edinburgh, Ray. I
there's
guarantee
not.
it.
There's one.
You have looked at it, have you? Already. You
haven't.
were weighing it up. You were like, I might fucking do this, man. Let's check out. There isn't a hooer in this town, man. There isn't a hooer to be found in Edinburgh.
Anyway, that was that. But yeah, the father anyway isn't coming.
Listen, I get it though. I get why it might be awkward for him. Like my father didn't come to my stag because he'd be going, why would I go? I have no interest in going with you. Like he just wants to be left alone. Like
Yeah.
you know, like most fathers in this country just want to be left alone.
They just want to be left alone.
You know, and
or
is that too
at
much
least,
to ask?
or at least come down and help him with do the fencing or lift the blocks or.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
long as you don't have to talk to you. Or anything,
No,
like.
no,
Yeah,
no.
of course. Yeah. They don't want to be talking to you. Most of the Irish fathers, like
Yeah.
you know. Have you any other crack, Ray, before we start fucking?
I do. Yes, I have to talk about. First of all, a shout out to Nolene Farrell.
Nolene Farrell, lovely. How are you keeping?
She said she's listened to the episodes twice over. Fair
Unreal.
play to her.
Unbelievable.
And she also said that she also has IBS and
Oh.
stomach problems.
Oh, that's right.
And she told me to go down to town and find myself a little portion of slippery elm.
Slippery elm apparently is the way to go.
Have you heard of slippery elm?
60 of them for 13 quid.
What? How do you know
Unbelievable.
so much about slippery elm?
You know you're not the only one who gets these messages. I just don't reply to them.
Oh. Yeah, it's a shared mailbox.
Yeah.
But have you heard of slippery elm?
No, only for she told us.
I don't know what it is, but I'm going to get me some.
Yeah, try some of that shit.
She
man.
says you're 10 times better.
Go on.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, you won't know yourself on the slippery elm.
No.
Slippery elm sounds like a drink abroad blind tiger.
So
Come here, actually. Sorry, no, I know. You can move on after this.
Yeah.
I got this weird request on Instagram for a new business in Sligo called Maves. Did you get that? I don't know what it is.
I think it's scam.
Weird. I don't know. Maybe someone else might be able to tell
Can we
us.
say it yet? I presume
No,
we
no,
can.
no,
Maybe not.
because I haven't a clue what it is. Everyone, will you look up on Instagram Maves
Oh, I'm with you. Oh, I see what you're trying to do here.
and see if anyone else got that request?
You're getting people to look up. What is this Maves you speak of?
I'll tell you what, Red, there isn't a fourth wall on this fucking podcast anyway. That's for sure, man. You'd have it broken down. You'd be the kind of fella that's looking down the lens of the cameras when you're on a TV show.
Sorry. Maves is going to be great.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. You will look it up. Woo.
Maves on Instagram. They asked to follow me. What was that about?
Yeah. You should let them follow you, though.
No, I did. I followed back because I'm really intrigued. To find
You're
out
really
what-
intrigued. You're not thinking it's scam at
I
all.
was like, what is this?
Yeah.
A new establishment. They don't. What?
Yeah.
Everyone should look that up. You're terrible at advertising. Go on.
Brendan's bits.
Brendan's bits.
Cue the theme tune.
I'm not putting it in on the video. I can't be arsed.
I know.
Brandon's bits. So it is. Shit.
On Joe.ie, this is one of my favourite Brendan's bits that he sent it over to me.
Okay.
Small penises might become popular again, according to experts.
You know what? I've always thought me and you are on the way up, Ray. We're about to take over this country.
Wait now.
What?
You have spent 5 years.
Talking
5
about the size of the
solid
appendage.
years talking about the size of your appendage. And I'm sitting here now reading you an article, right, which is contrary to you and your whole person.
I know.
And I'm saying that what your member was, it will now be soon out of fashion.
Yeah, but
Because
I'm
apparent-
willing. Well, if you know anything about Ray, I'm willing to lie for trend.
Okay, so
Maybe I don't have an unmerciful yoke. Maybe I have a tiny yoke.
that's the name of the episode. An unmerciful yoke.
Maybe I don't have an unmerciful yoke. Maybe I have a
Yeah.
tiny yoke. It depends how
So,
fashionable it is.
Apparently, the Western world is enamoured by big penises at the moment. Throughout history, there are examples of entire periods where a big penis was seen as something to be ridiculed.
Oh, you can
Laughed
do that.
at.
Look at the size of the yoke in your man. That's ridiculous, the size of that.
And smaller penises
Look at my little yoke, man.
were far more desirable, apparently.
Why?
Yeah.
Because do you think it's because of the speed you can get behind a small Mickey?
Ancient Greeks
You
apparently.
can, I find you can get an awful speed. I think I got it up to 120 RPM one time.
But you,
I was getting it off. It was
but you have a
flying.
massive yoke.
No, but I'm just saying if it's popular now, you have a small yoke.
The ancient Greeks apparently saw that a smaller penis is a sign of modesty, rationality, and self-control,
Yeah.
and a big penis is a sign of idiotic lust and a lack of restraint.
I've always
So,
hated those lads. Yeah.
I'm looking at you now as an idiot, and you've no restraint.
There's no need, Ray, because it turns out I have a tiny yoke.
Hey!
I just want to tell everyone that now. Are you sure it's definitely popular? Is it?
No, it hasn't happened yet.
You prick. You made me say it then. Why did I say that? I have an unmerciful yoke.
Yeah, apparently very large genitalia is considered to be grotesque and laughable.
Yeah, I would have laughed. I'd be often laughing at them. I wouldn't be jealous. I've often laughed at a fella with an awful yoke.
Yeah. Now, there you are now.
So that was is that Brendan's bit?
That's Brendan's bit.
I'll tell you what, that's actually one of the best Brendan's bits I've heard now.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, he said it to me now, and finally,
It
something.
is. It would be interesting to hear from the female population, you know. And I don't want to make this a vulgar podcast rant, but just if you want to slip in something, send us, even if it's an anonymous message somehow, and just let us know.
How would anyone send an anonymous message at this
Set
point?
up a brand new email,
Set up
Kendy
a
Raybo.
brand new email. Yeah.
and let us know, is it true?
But you're...
I want to know, is there power behind the Kango,
Right.
or are you better off working with a single and sewing machine? Is it a Kango hammer or a single and sewing machine?
Right.
What's better? Because you can get good power behind a single and a good rhythm. Single and sewing machine.
Mm-hmm.
The Kango hammer, sure, half the time they're missing the.
They're very noisy, too.
and they're nice out you
They're
go.
dusty
and they're
old
drilling.
rotten
And
old
half
road.
the time they start here, and sure, by the time they're gone 6 foot over, it's cracking the fucking pavement.
Speaking of drilling,
Yeah.
I was very proud of myself at the weekend.
What you go drilling?
I put up a post box.
Where
Oh, me future mother-in-law's house.
did you?
Yeah.
What's the post box say at it?
I thought you were going to ask me what does it do. I said it takes the post. It doesn't say anything yet, but it's just a small little neat little post box, and I put it up.
Can I
I
tell
was
you-
delighted that it was actually straight.
And did you spend the whole day going, how's the new post box going? RJ, you like that now every time you meet her? What's post box like?
How's
Is it
the post-
alright?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Post going alright there for you lately, is it?
But I had to look it up. What's the ideal height of a post box?
Can I guess?
Go on. In centimetres.
Go away. I don't know what fucking Okay, well, we'll tell you. Do you know what it is in centimetres?
I do, yeah.
So Brendan has his phone out.
Yeah.
Okay. So Brendan is, I'm going to guess that the ideal height of a post
To
box
the top of the post box.
is to be at a height of 4.5 feet. So
What's
what
4.5 feet, Brendan, in centimetres?
137 centimetres.
Is that all?
Is my guess.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
137 centimetres, that's my guess.
Wow.
Why?
140 centimetres.
Whoa! Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, because if I had, I would have rounded up to 140, definitely.
Yeah.
It's just that he said that 4.5 feet is.
I went
That
touch-
is outstanding.
I went
from
touch
me.
higher.
What did you go for?
I went for about 100 and maybe 45 centimetres.
Well, I mean, who's closer, Ray? The Price is Right,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That is
Not bad.
unreal. I am class at guessing stuff like that.
Yeah, well done.
Ray, have you anything else that you want to get
I
to?
have one more item.
Go on.
This is a plea,
Okay.
right?
Okay,
we
to the
have
people.
we have a certain number of listeners at the moment now. It's a nice crowd,
No, lovely crowd. No.
lovely crowd.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering would any of them be able to help me?
Go on.
I have a family member that needs a house.
To rent.
Yes,
To rent.
in London,
Okay.
right?
If you have a spare house in London that you're
or
not
a
using,
room in it. Now this it has to be very. You have to be very careful here now.
our listenership is very white trash, Ray. Remember that.
I know you can't get the wrong spot. Like,
Yeah.
do you know?
Yeah. Just remember who you're asking now.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm probably opening myself up here now.
We got some weird people listening to us, Ray.
I
now. Come on.
know.
Yeah. Come on now.
But anyway, so I have a sister that
I have a basement. Is it your sister? She could live in my basement.
No, okay. So I have a sister possibly thinking about moving to London.
Right.
I'm trying to persuade her to move to London.
Right.
I'm saying that's where everything happens. If you want to make a name for yourself in this world, move
Yeah.
to London.
And she's trying to make her name for herself she's trying to become a plasterer.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you have to say that or she won't get a house.
No.
So she's trying to be a plasterer.
Yeah.
And she's moving to London. And I said to myself, think about it.
If people heard what she really did, they'd say that bitch doesn't work.
No, she doesn't
No
work. I
shagging
can't.
way.
I wouldn't trust her to pay the
Don't.
rent.
She's
No.
not going to pay my rent with a job like that. She's a plasterer, lad.
She's plasterer, lads.
Big business.
So she's big business. She's construction. She's full on construction. Been at it for years.
She has a belt.
Right?
She has a construction
She's
belt.
construction belt.
All the tools.
She wears the Snickers.
Name any tire. She's pliers.
She drives a 04 high ace
Screwdriver.
screwdriver.
She has a level bubble.
She's
Don't know why she needs that to plaster the place, but she does.
Yeah.
She's a bubble
She's got
level.
all the accoutrements as a plasterer.
All of them.
And I think that she's debating with me at the minute. I'm saying all the work is in London for the plasterers.
Yeah, all the plasterers work in London.
And she's saying, no, I'm going to go back to Ireland and I'm going to do a bit of work in
There's
Ireland.
no plastering in Ireland.
Nobody's plastering.
I can tell you one thing. If you're, I know who you are. There's
Yeah.
no plastering in Ireland.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do amateur plastering.
Amateur plastering.
Yeah, lots of amateur plastering going on.
Yeah.
But no professional
There's
plastering.
no professional. You want to be professional plastering. The
Yeah.
professional plaster work is in London.
It's in London.
And I'm said to myself, I wonder could through the podcast, through the medium of the podcast,
A lot of amateur plastering in the West End. Huge work. The West End of London.
The West End
huge.
of London is probably the amateur that place in New York.
A lot of
Broadway.
professional plastering.
Yeah, that's a real professional
Because
plastering.
they're always
centre.
doing up them places, you see.
It's always been done up. It's
So
always been
I would say
renovated.
you're right. Move to London.
So
Keep going.
move to London for the professional plastering, and I just wonder, would any of you know someone that'd have a room
Or a bed.
or not? Well, I would rather a room for her.
Okay.
Because a bed in its own insinuates you could be in a room with 3 other beds.
Yeah.
Do you know? And you don't want that.
No, you
I want her to at least have a bed in a room.
Lovely.
A bedroom.
If
one might
you
say.
have a bedroom,
in London,
let Ray know.
And you're lovely people, send us an owl message.
Only if you're lovely people.
Yeah.
If you're a
If
prick,
it's a basement and, you know.
if you're like, it's grand, I can feed her in a bucket, we don't want to hear from you.
No.
So any weird shit like that, or
Yeah.
if you're like,
Or-
she can join my collection of dolls,
Or
we don't want to hear from you.
If you know anybody that's also into the professional plastering in London, in
No.
and around the West End,
Or
you know.
there'd be similar work in Broadway in New York.
New York, yeah.
So if you know anyone,
And the Board Gosh Theatre here in Dublin would be a centre for the professional
that was
plastering.
recently replastered. Yes. Okay.
So if you know anyone into professional plastering in the London area,
Yeah.
could you do this podcast a massive solid
No.
and get in touch and say, come here, I know where she can live.
I have a lovely room, and like I said, if it's something weird where like, she could sleep in the bath, there's ice. She won't wake up without a lung. No way. No, we don't want to hear from you.
We don't want that.
No weird shit.
No weird shit, just a nice, easy-going room. Nice people who tend to do maybe a table quiz on a Thursday.
They're the best people.
That's the people you want. And you gotta
That's
be
the perfect people.
And you gotta be into the plastering.
The people who do fucking table quizzes.
Yeah,
and plaster
they're the night. If you move into a house, it's actually a really good question to ask. If you're moving in
Do you
somewhere,
do table quizzes?
Come here, like, would you be people that are because say there'd be maybe 2 people living in the house already?
Mm-hmm.
You just ask them, come here, would you tend to do a table quiz or something during the week?
I hate table quiz people.
Why?
They're too serious.
They're not.
They are. They
It
treat
just shows there's a bit of sociality in them.
No, it does not. There's nothing social about a table quiz. If you're in a table quiz team in Ireland now, there's 4 of you. You're usually a couple. Probably hate each other, but you go out and you meet another couple then as well.
Yeah.
And the 4 you go table quizzing around the place.
Yeah.
And you don't talk to anybody else. You
Can
drink.
me and you and Nicola and
No.
Laura go table quizzing?
No, because
Sorry, Brendan,
I don't
Neve.
like drinking Fanta. I don't like. They order a Fanta and they drink that for the whole table quiz then. And then they ask, they like come up with certain things that were like, well, technically, actually, De Valera, he was actually, he was inaugurated as Ireland president. It was actually the week before. But it's okay. I'm sure the next time now you'll probably think you get it right. We got that right, actually. And I wanted to win that box of biscuits.
Your face has gone to
They're
a different...
terrible people.
You've done an impression with your face.
Quiz people are awful.
Okay.
Okay. So
That's
best
it.
luck. Yeah.
Best of luck with the accommodation for the plaster.
Can I just say once again a massive happy birthday, because it does mean a lot. Birthdays are big milestones in your life, so big happy birthday to Brendan Tierney.
Yeah.
And
Give him an applause.
Come on, lads, everyone at home, if you're in the car, take the 2 hands off the steering wheel,
If
you
you're-
ignorant bastard.
If you're
Come
on
on.
a train, just start clapping randomly.
Just stand up and start clapping.
and say things like, come on, Brendan.
Are you perhaps listening in the library? Stand up,
Clap.
everybody up.
If you're
Come on.
that fella that texted us the time he had sex with the woman.
Now,
it's
start clapping. She'll say, geez, I'm doing a great job tonight. Brendan, a big happy birthday to you, lovey. That was 207, and Ray, fair play to me.
fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Lovely. Oh, it's warm in here.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.